What's up? How are you guys? This is my new girlfriend. Alright, we'll move her out of the way. My little... What's up, fuckers? How are you? I missed you guys. So shit, we got a lot to talk about, I think. Carrie's here. Say hi to Carrie.
Hi there.
Get over here. Get over here. This is my sister Carrie.
Hello.
My assistant. And so I'm not going to type to anybody, so I hope everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me pretty good? Yes. Brazil. Yes, yes, yes. Cool. Well, welcome to my office. What do we want to talk about? First off, let's talk about some things coming up, I guess. First off, how are you guys? I miss you fuckers. Come back to Chile. I will. We're planning on a whole European tour next with Guns N' Roses. I think it leaves in May. Kicks off in Moscow. Anybody here from Moscow? There's Argentina. I see Argentina and Moscow, Mexico, Brazil. No. I said Moscow. Anybody from Moscow? All right. So yeah, European tour kicking off. I think May. I'm not sure exactly the date. 11th, I believe. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be. I think it extends a couple months or something. But before that, let's back it up. 6 a.m. Have you guys heard of that band? Anybody heard of 6 a.m.? Anybody heard of 6 a.m.? Anybody? Okay, let me ask you a question. And I asked this on the metal show with Eddie Trunk. I tried to stump the trunk. And I asked hold on, somebody's calling. So I asked Eddie Trunk this question. Outside of Guns N' Roses, and I'm going to see if you guys know this, see if I can stump you, which I probably can't. Outside of Guns N' Roses, I have another band called 6 a.m., of course, with Nikki Sixx and James Michael. Everybody type, what does 6 a.m. stand for? Does anyone know? Anybody know? 6 a.m., what does it stand for? 6 ASHBA Michael. Yeah. Somebody got it. Okay, that was an easy one. Let's do a harder question. What time did I stop drinking last night? Wrong! I stopped drinking this morning. You all fucking lost. No. So 6 a.m. we're playing the Golden God Awards, which should be a lot of fun. Also playing that night is Marilyn Manson. Slash is playing that night, which will be a lot of fun. Who else is playing? Evanescence, I believe. It's just going to be a fun night of rock and roll. Who else is playing the Golden Gods? I'm not even sure. I know Manson's playing, which I'm excited to see. Slash is playing, which I can't wait to see. Evanescence, which I'm a huge fan. I think they're rad. And I think there's one more killer band, and I just can't think right now. We'll figure it out. Anybody know out there the other band? Black Veil Brides. Of course, those guys are badass too. So it'll be a fun night of rock and roll. So you got Manson, Slash, 6 a.m., Evanescence, and Black Veil Brides at the Golden Gods, which is pretty fucking rad, I think. You guys like that billing? You guys dig that? Anybody? Yeah, okay, good. Everybody likes that. This is kind of weird talking to myself, actually, but whatever. I don't care. Thank you guys for hitting my Facebook and Twitter and Google Plus. Google, this is our Google party, actually. We have hit over 1 million. I think we're heading on 1.2 million people on Google, which is fucking huge, and thank you so much. It's really cool. What else? Anybody out there know James Durbin? Anybody? James Durbin? Anybody? Yep. Okay, has anybody heard the song that me and James wrote together called Crawling Home? Did you dig it? Did you like it? James is a really cool dude. It was really a lot of fun to work with James. He came over to my home studio, ASHBA Land Studios, and we wrote a song called Crawling Home, and it was a lot of fun. The guy just is awesome talent and just so much fun to work with. Anyway, that's that. Would you guys or would you not? Well, first of all, let's back it up. Does everybody out there, did anybody hear the Neil Diamond Christmas album that I co-produced and co-wrote? Anybody out there? I can't hear you. You guys got to speak up. I'm just kidding. So my question is, would you like to hear, would you like to see me and Neil get back together and work on some more songs together? That'd be kind of fun. So that's something we're kind of tossing around. It could be fun, which I'm excited about because I love Neil. Neil's a fucking awesome dude. Can I speak Spanish? Yes, I can. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and anything after that I hit Google Translate. But that's all I know. So, ASHBA swag in Argentina. We actually have, oh, that's another cool thing. We just put in a store, ASHBA swag, a pop-up store in Forgotten Saints on Melrose in California, Los Angeles, right on Melrose. And if you get a chance, if you're in there, check it out. Cody is badass. She makes all my shit for 15 years. God, I'm getting old. Okay, so what else? Yeah, oh, Carrie has a question. Hold on. And then we're going to pull questions from you guys, if that's cool. You guys have some questions for me? Anybody have questions out there? Yeah? Okay, so hold on to your questions.
Okay, real quick.
Okay, here's a question from
It's
Carrie.
about music, and everyone knows you for rock, and I want to know what other types of music you like. What are your favorite artists to listen to? If we picked up your iPod, what would you listen to?
Carrie wants to know if she picked up my iPod, what would you hear in my iPod? Besides rock. Well, let's pull up my iPod. Let's see. Hold on. That's a good question, because I don't know what's in my iPod. I have everything from tons of Elvis Presley, Danny Elfman, big fan of Danny Elfman, Neil Diamond, tons of orchestra music such as John Williams, a bunch of composers, bunch of 6 a.m. stuff, Nightmare Before Christmas, Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and, believe it or not,
Dear JC Lane, I wrote to explain I'm your biggest fan. I just wanted to...
Anyway.
Music that you eat your fruity pebbles to.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah, and I have a little Bloodhound Gang in there, so, but most of all, it's stuff like this.
It's the most wonderful time
Yeah, I have Van Halen in there. I have tons of stuff actually in my iPod. Tons of music. So, Beatles. Let's take a question. Let's take. Let me answer some questions from you guys. By the way, we have 1,400 people in here. Holy shit!
Welcome.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for visiting me on my stupid chat. I don't really know what I'm doing. I barely could get this fucking thing working. But hey, I'm happy to spend my night with you guys. I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
Give me a question. Let me have a question. Who has a question for me? Who has a question? Pull out a question, Carrie. We're going to have Carrie pull out a question. So send your questions in right now. It's question and answer time. This is like a really shitty talk show. This is why I don't have my own talk show, by the way. Because I say fuck way too much. And I look like this. I don't see any questions. Do you guys have questions? Okay. You brought me on. Wow, these are quick. Love Portuguese beer. I like any kind of beer if there is no Jaeger. If there's no Jaeger, I will drink the nearest beer. Okay, pull me a question. Question and answer time.
What instruments do you play besides the guitar?
Okay, the question is, what instruments do you play besides the guitar? I started out playing piano, and I went from that to drums, and I played saxophone, believe it or not, for about that long, and I was really bad at it, so I ended up smashing my saxophone. And then I picked up guitar, so I play guitar. On most albums, when I'm writing stuff, I'll play guitar, bass, program all the drums, piano, and then I love doing orchestra music, so I write and arrange like 60-piece orchestras. So, question. Next question. Hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah.
Next question. Am I a Jersey Shore fan? I just saw that, so I'm going to answer that right now. I think Jersey Shore is the fucking stupidest show on TV. I really do. I've only seen one episode and I don't get it. Maybe I don't get it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyway, next question.
Someone asked about your signature list.
Yeah, signature. Somebody asked about the signature Les Paul. We have been in talks for quite some time about doing a signature Les Paul. We got all the specs, all the dimensions, and then all that shit went down with the factory, so they're back on their feet now. But yeah, we are still in the works of doing a signature Les Paul, which I'm really excited about, and it's just taken a little bit longer than anybody thought it would, but you know, whatever, it's all good.
Someone asked if you know the good school for
Somebody asked if I know a good school for music. Probably MI. Music Institute always seems to be, you know, the one everybody kind of goes to. Berkeley's another great one. But my thing is, I kind of always shied away from, you know, I think School of Rock, like the new thing out, School of Rock, where the kids get a jam, and I think that's brilliant. I think it's awesome. I wish we had that as kids. You know, so. Somebody said I hate Jersey Shore too. Yes, I'm not alone. Let me have a question. I'm going to pull my buddy Scott in and have him ask me a quick question, if that's cool with you guys. So Scott, Hairrocks, is the owner, creator of a company called Hairrocks. Amazing hairstylist. He does my hair. When I actually do my hair, when I play in 6 a.m., I actually spike my hair up. But Scott, what's your question?
TJ, you know what? I have a lot of people on here I'm reading that are talking about your tattoos. Can you give us a little insight on that?
Yeah, I mean, they hurt. No, Scott's asking to give me a little insight, give everybody a little insight on the tattoos. I have one big one, goes from about here down to my toes. I don't know. I mean, I have tons of tattoos, as you guys know, but I drew a lot of them, actually. I drew a lot of them, and the crows were one thing where, you know, I left home when I was pretty young, and I've always kind of lived on my own since I was about 15 years old, and crows have always been that one thing in my life that was consistent, and everywhere I went, I would see crows, and it was one of those things where when you kind of leave home and you leave your family and friends to go, you know, pursue a dream and a career, you feel very, very alone, especially going to a place like LA. So, yeah, the crows were one thing where it's, you know, always made me feel safe, you know. And then I found this old t-shirt with crows everywhere, and I loved the t-shirt so much I tattooed it on me. So that's kind of where the crows came from.
Yeah, hey, that's cool. Let's get into fashion a little bit, you know. Since I'm in the fashion business a little bit with the hair, you know, clothing and all that, and your clothing line, you know, I pull inspirations from visual and music all the time. Where do you pull your inspirations from? I feel like your fashion.
I pull I pull my inspiration out of my ass. No, it's one thing, you know, like, hi Cammie, how are you guys? I'm not ignoring anybody, we're just having a cool old hangout chat, so hopefully everybody, are you guys enjoying this chat so far? Everybody? You guys want to keep going? Are you guys sick of it? Anybody? Yeah? You guys having fun? I'm having a fucking blast, so I want to hang. I'm here. Let's do it, yeah? Okay, so Scott asked me where I get my inspiration for ASHBA swag. And the truth is, I've always been an artist. I was an artist before a musician. I used to have a cartoon in a newspaper back home called Beyond Hope. And always loved art. Always was drawing, designed, you know, all the shit in school, like the prom backdrops and the yearbooks and the logos. And my teachers, my principal, even though I egged his house, because he lived next door to us, but I'd egg his house, and then he would actually pay me to take me out of my classes to paint his stupid logo on the school walls. So I thought that was kind of funny. So I would be in the hall painting, and as soon as he'd go to his office, I would sneak outside and go smoke cigarettes and shit. So I got paid to smoke cigarettes, which was pretty cool. A hawk. It's a fucking stupid hawk. But you know, truth is, half of my brain, the way my brain thinks, is half of it's always been music, the other half has always been art. But they've always, you know, they always go so well. Their marriage, there's a marriage there. So with ASHBA swag, I've figured out a way how to kind of collide my music with the art side of my brain, and so we just came out with a cool rock and roll clothing line. We have jewelry coming finally, like the real deal jewelry.
Yeah.
Look at this. Anybody see that?
Sure, man. Sure.
And it's thick as shit, and the shit's awesome. This jewelry is sick. It has the bones that I always wear. I had it made so the one I always wear has the bones. Thick as fuck. Just beautiful, beautiful rings. And we have these coming out in a hematite black too, which is really cool. Oh, I'm really bad at doing this. But very cool. So I got it tattooed, but I figured It's my shield. Now I can go around, since I'm in marketing and branding, I'm in marketing and branding of ASHBA swag, so now I can brand the fuck out of people by punching them right in the fucking head and leaving a big A logo on their forehead. So that's my idea of branding. So, no.
You know what? Another question I have asked me a lot too is whether you're easy to approach or not, and whether you like signing autographs.
Wait, what happened? What's the question?
I had a lot of people ask if you like signing autographs and meeting your fans. And me being around you, I could answer that, but I think it'd be really good for you to take that on too.
Why don't you answer that?
Dude, the guy is phenomenal. Phenomenal. You want to approach him and ask for an autograph at any time or anything. You know, we all have our space and time, but he will be there for the last dying fan. So don't be afraid to ask for an autograph. Don't be afraid to approach him. DJ's very approachable.
Thank you. No, yeah, I absolutely, you know, anybody that knows, you know, or has asked for an autograph, I really do try to go out of my way to show my appreciation for you guys. Hopefully it's coming across. Hopefully you guys get it. But yeah, you guys mean the world to me, and I wouldn't be sitting here with 1,442 people sitting here without you guys. I would be sitting here twiddling my thumbs, looking at myself in my camp. So I have so much thank you to you guys. And that's it, you know, and yeah, my fans, you guys are my world. So I do definitely try, no matter how tired I am after a show, you know, usually I want to stay a lot longer, and I'm always being pulled off by, you know, our tour manager or something to get us all back to the hotel and stuff. But definitely appreciate everybody out there for, you know, fuck, I mean, tickets for concerts aren't cheap. I know this. That's why when I'm on stage, I try to give 200% to you guys, and all the way down.